it's Miss Y from Maker Monday. Today I'm going to show you how to make a very small hat. It's a teeny beanie. What a cute little winter hat. Let's go. Here's what you need: a toilet paper tube, some scissors, piece of masking tape, and any kind of yarn that you have. Start with the cardboard tube. We're going to cut a slice off of it, right about here. This is going to become the rim of the hat. The rest of the tube you can save for another project later. Let's call this our hoop. Pull out a piece of yarn. We're going to eyeball it here for just a minute. We need about this much. What we're going to do here is cut one piece of yarn, and then we're going to cut a whole bunch of other pieces of yarn that are the same length. That looks about right. Now here's a trick for cutting a whole bunch of pieces of yarn the same length. Put a piece of tape that's the right length onto your table. I like to cut it with scissors so that I know it's nice and straight on both sides. If it's not perfect, that's a-okay. This is just going to help us cut a whole bunch of pieces of yarn that are about the same exact length. Okay, here we go. I cut 16 pieces, but you might need a little bit more or a little bit less. Start with one piece of yarn and fold it in half. Put the loop through the hoop, put your fingers through that loop, and pull the two ends all the way through. Pull it nice and tight and scrunch it up so it's nice and even. Let's do it again. Put the loop through the hoop, put your fingers through that loop and pull the ends through. All of the ends need to be on one side of the hoop. Again, take a piece of yarn, fold it in half to make a loop, put the loop through the hoop, put your fingers through the loop, and pull the ends through. Each time you add a piece of yarn, it should look like the one right next to it, facing the same way. Keep repeating this until you get all the way around the hoop. One more piece, then the whole thing will be covered with yarn. Go through and give each one a nice little tug. Make sure that they're all secure. Here's the part where we close the top of the beanie. Gather up the top like this and cut another piece of yarn. Wrap it around and tie it really tight. Just like you're tying your shoes. Tie it 2 times to make sure it stays. Now we need to shape the pom-pom on the top. Get your scissors out and give it a cute little haircut. This kind of yarn is the fluffy kind. That means you can pull apart the fibers and make it extra fluffy. Next, I'll show you what it looks like if you use yarn that's thin like this. Since this yarn is thinner, we're going to need more pieces. Make a loop, put it through the hoop, and pull through the ends. Again, make a loop, put it through the hoop, pull the ends through, and keep going until you're all the way around. After you add the last piece of yarn, go through and give each one a little tug. Make sure they're all facing the right way. Now we tie off the top of the hat. Pull it really tight and tie it in a double knot. Time for a haircut. Good job, makers! Be sure to like this video and subscribe so you get to do a fun DIY project every Monday. See you next time!